What is up? Hey, hey. Hey. Thanks, Dave. Not a whole lot, Brian. Just got my box. Thanks, man. Anytime, dude. Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're without power over at the mothership. Damn, Alex, I was about to call you. I just found the best freaking spot. Dude, Ryan, you want to join me? Let's see if I can, maybe I can get my laptop out. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me figure out how to do this, guys. Fishing stream. I wish, Dave. I got, despite it being my birthday and it magically being my day off on my birthday, I am over here just straight hustling. Let me see here. Stream.io. Some distributing lc@gmail.com. Oh, this is so stupid. No. Let's see. Studio. Ooh, 7 viewers. Whoa. Oh, okay, here we go. Hey, what's up, Burner? Yeah, we're just out here. Let me see if I can get Ryan to join us.
What's up?
Oh, what's up, Rick? I didn't think you were gonna hop on. How'd you know? Did you get an alert?
I just scroll on Facebook sitting here thinking, damn, we've never missed a tool talk.
Yeah, we're not missing one. You know, I didn't even think I was gonna do one, but I just seen Town. I'm gonna turn my volume up. Oh, you know what? I have some. Oh no. How do I? Nope, not that one. Oh, this is just dumb.
This is dumb.
Boo, boo, boo. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, because I got like an echo. I got to that where like the aux cord is 2 aux cords, like one for the microphone and one for the thing. But my laptop has 1 port. And that's just dumb. Rick is frozen.
I'm not frozen. I'm trying to fix my audio.
I don't know how long I can really be on here for because Casey has to use the laptop to go on Zoom for school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not fine.
Maybe connect to your headset. Ryan wants in. Ryan, we already have enough bad audio, but we'll let you in. Let's see. I'll let you in, Ryan. Hold on. I'm going to send you a link.
This is fun. So who we got in here?
You got a lot of people in here, surprisingly. Ryan, check your messenger.
What's up, Cat?
Dude.
Ryan's under a bridge. That's where he
He's
spends
always
his That's where he spends Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, but I can still hear me okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
Oh, and my camera went away.
What do I use for estimates? I don't do estimates. Our tin shop uses TinWiz.
Yeah, you hear that baby? My baby's naked. Vivian. Vivian. She's playing with her keys right now. Oh, speaking of Titwiz, I just took a picture.
Still did not figure it out.
You got to open it with Safari.
I don't have Safari.
No, Ryan. Dude, yeah, so today Amazon just kept sending me so many things.
Yeah, so my power came back on at the house, so that was cool. Because like last I checked, I changed the carburetor in the generator, and then I checked DTE's site, and they said no estimate. And we got over 250,000 people without power, so I'm like, yeah, this ain't going to be anytime quick. So I went and got the 2 gas cans from the shop, plus my 5-gallon can from here. I went and filled all 3 of them up, got home, and I had power.
Oh, nice.
So I had 15 gallons of gas in cans. It's okay because I'm still being told that I'll have my Jeep for the weekend, and I got a 32-gallon tank, so I'm sure we can put that 15 gallons to good use.
It says they have 2,000 linemen out.
It's crazy. Does it say how many people are still without power? I think we started with 264,000.
It doesn't. It says 3,000 lines are down though.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds terrible.
It says at ETA end of day Thursday.
For the shop?
No, for like everywhere in general.
Oh, I don't want everywhere in general. I want to know when the shop's going to have power. There's people buying stuff that really want us to ship it out.
Well, the shop is still in purple. See?
We'll just have to run a long extension cord from your house. We'll put this right here. There we go. Look at me now.
It says 250,282.
Oh, wow, man. I was like first in line to get power back. That's cool. Apparently, they do know how special I am.
Yeah.
Mary's pretty happy that I finally changed the carburetor in the stupid thing.
Oh, my vape just died.
Oh.
Is that the Red Bull? Yeah. Can I have it? Oh, thank you. This has been the best birthday in a long time. Damn, y'all. What's up?
Yeah, I wasn't going to get your birthday off. God had other plans, though, apparently. Oh, see my Christmas tree in the background?
Oh, it's already up. It's too early, Rick. Where's all the Halloween decorations?
Too early, too late. That sucker's been there for almost 2 years.
Babe, Rick's kept his Christmas tree up for 2 years now.
Yeah. In November.
We would do it if we had space. Hey guys, you want to hear something interesting? I gotta figure out where the hell to put this fucking plotter I impulse bought today. Oh, and I found a printer cord. I pulled it out of my stamps.com stamp printer that I never use.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's hot in here.
Ah.
You know, she just got another fuse today. She's telling all her friends that her Fisher Price smartphone.
It's awfully bright in there. We need helios on the windows, Alex.
Ooh. What's a waterford law on that?
What?
What's the Waterford ordinance?
There is none.
You know, I would do like SPE light, but it's expensive. I don't really want it too dark. We barely already don't get enough light in here.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should I turn our windows? We already got enough birds flying into our window.
Yeah. That's no good. wasn't ready for this, Alex.
No, where's your Alienware?
It's over here. I'm going to hook it up.
Okay.
I might hook it up. No, I didn't think I was going to have power, so I don't have internet. And I got really terrible cell reception here, so. But I think I can hook up the Alienware and maybe do a little bit better.
DW. So compatibility chart. I would say base it off of Avery Dennison's silver and dual reflective for now. I'm working on that.
All right, let's see if the sucker comes up. Oh, we don't need any of this shit. I'm going to do it. It says my Chrome is up to date. That's exciting. Yes, continue as me. So Ryan's not going to join us because he's under a bridge?
No, he's too dumb to figure it out.
Oh, well.
I'm just kidding. He's not dumb. I keep telling him, iPhone, you have to use Safari. You can't use Chrome.
Oh.
Much better? Yay, much better. Oh, you don't have sound. Ryan, so what you need to do is you need to copy that link and then paste it into your Safari browser. Yes. Hi, baby. Who's that? Viv, who's that? Is that you? Look. Say hi. Ah. Oh, jeez, come on.
When I get this table for you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds good to be for school. I was gonna say there, this table.
Oh, Viv, you're getting tangled in the power cord.
Hello.
Oops. Oops. There it is. Look, show everyone you can clap. Yay!
You can hear me now?
Yeah, it's perfect. No echo. Oh, there's Ryan.
It's
Watch, we're
Ryan.
gonna get his echo now.
Ryan.
Hey. Yo.
If you make us echo, we're kicking you off. Oh, jeez.
How do you switch?
Here. You know your ass. Oh. In a kayak. Just out here.
Oh my god. With his side of the road waders on.
What?
With your
Are you
side of the
fishing?
road waders on.
Well, it's like super shallow to get in. Wasn't that fun to like get in the boat. And I got in, but like basking on Loon Lake.
I have to do something.
If I don't catch one for the live, I ain't fishing. To talk though.
Not good. Tubing is fun up there. It is fun up here.
Was on. I was like, oh no shit, and I was like, oh well, he's on live. So I was about to drive fast down here.
Nice.
Uh,
Oh,
So you better tell that baby to stop it.
nope. She's telling you you do better.
What's she saying?
She really is. She hates me.
I think she knows. See?
Forgot my knife. Now I gotta break worms by hand.
Nice. That's how you should do it. That's what thumbnails are for.
I don't even have thumbnails.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
literally just pinching them so hard and pulling hard enough apart. I trim my nails like.
And then you got mashed worms.
What?
You're just making mashed worms.
No, they're breaking fairly easy. It's super nice. It's just a pain because I'm sure the hand washing part.
Yeah.
So does my audio work?
Oh, it's beautiful, crisp, very
Crisp?
crisp.
I'm
Yep.
crispy.
Crispy Rick.
So what's the topic today? Fishing? Jeeping? Birthdays. Hey everybody, it's Alex's birthday.
You missed it. Everyone already said happy birthday.
I don't care. We're going to do it again. Everybody, tell Alex happy birthday.
Oh, no one wanted to tell me on my birthday.
Your birthday didn't land on a live.
Yeah, your birthday didn't land on a live, and you didn't get the day
No one
off
on live
because you're
even cares about Ryan. Everyone on Ryan, he sucks.
You're not Tinder famous enough.
I could be a comedian, but you know,
Oh, thanks, Bluff.
there too.
Hey, look what I got.
Who's that? What's that? Is that Vivian? Is that Vivian?
Where'd you get that? I just want it because it's purple.
From the Tinder battles.
Matches the women I love.
Oh, look, the Ryans stick together. Ryan Wilcox said, "Happy belated, other Ryan." Dude, that is so funny because I did watch a thing about the Happy Birthday song was copywritten. David.
Hey Mo, Alex was not gonna let me miss the live. Ryan, you need to get off that Metro PCS and get a real carrier.
Yeah, dude. Get off mommy's phone plan.
And
She's gonna get
Alex,
so mad.
Alex, you should be facing the window.
My setup won't allow me.
Can you turn your camera away from the window a little bit? It should auto
No,
lighten
it's the corner of two windows.
Oh.
And I don't have enough. I don't have any free wall plugs anywhere to move.
Well, there's that.
We have the one behind the couch.
Remember back in the dial-up days when you'd dial up for your internet connection, and then video was introduced, and if you still had dial-up, you couldn't really do video?
Yeah.
I'm feeling that's where Ryan's at right now.
Yeah. He's at like early dial-up. Like he's not even getting 50 or 256 bits per second. Like it's bad. Or like watching a music video off of a phone when you were first able to watch music videos on a phone.
Yeah.
And the buffer never worked properly.
The good news with Ryan is, every now and again we keep getting a new still picture.
Like
No,
Ryan's
you guys
video
just froze.
quality is pre-Napster. Oh. You remember what was it? Net something. It might have been Netgear, or I think it was called NetSpend. But it was like back when prepaid internet was like a thing, and you go to like Walgreens or whatever, and you bought like 30 minutes of internet, and it came on like this little teeny CD like that.
I do not remember that.
Netscape. There we go, Lobo.
Lobo remembers all the old stuff.
Lobo remembers everything. Lobo never forgets.
Or no?
Look how big my baby is. She's a very big baby. What the
Hello.
Hello.
Am I live on here?
Netscape Navigator, yeah. ICQ
Am I live on here?
IRC. Do you remember IRC?
You are live on here.
I didn't know if you guys could hear me or not. You guys were
I
talking.
can hear you sometimes.
Whew.
Some
She is a very happy baby.
you get it,
Oh, I figured it out.
Lobo, we don't have Crocs up here.
Stop.
Well,
Perfect.
actually, a lot of people wear Crocs, which is weird.
You said we don't have crack?
We got lots of crack.
Oh, isn't there like a crocodile alert for somewhere on the west side of Michigan?
Ryan's the guy to ask about that.
Brian's
There's
the guy
a what?
with all the cracks. Isn't there like a crack warning on the west side of Michigan? Like someone let loose a crack?
When?
I don't know. When's the last time you released a crack in the water?
Possible. People let go of crocodiles can't live in Michigan because they need certain water to live in and stuff. Alligators are more so, but they're not. People have let them go, and then all mine that I've had, but they're on a farm. I got one in my backyard, but that's and it's not going to the wild. What?
Hurry, go home. We want to see your crocodile.
Dude, I got like 2 miles of a paddle just to get back to my vehicle.
T-Town asks, any new tools coming out? Ooh, good question.
With the supply shortages and stuff, it seems like every time we get a shipment, they're new tools.
I thought we were supposed to get those tri-edge things that Tint Depot has been giving away for free.
Which, what, where?
The switch cards.
Oh. No. Because I got to buy too many of them.
There's too many combinations, right?
Yeah, it's like, just to carry them, it's like a $20,000 order.
So it'd probably be like a T-Town towel-sized box full of switch cards.
It probably wouldn't be. It'd probably be just a tiny little box like this.
Yes, we do offer the poly sprayer.
We do.
It's expensive though. You break.
It's not.
Yeah, you break 4 of them. You're like halfway to a tint keg.
What is that? Yeah, it's funny, you know, they always say you get what you pay for, but sometimes they never explain it. So like things like a Poly 2 or the plastic pump spares, they wear out
T-Town.
and they break.
You want to see my cool new tool? Oh, I figured out who makes it too. It's like V. It starts with the V.
Well, let's see what you got.
I just bought this today at the flea market or at the pawn shop.
Well, that looks kind of like a Titan. No, actually, let me see that. Hey, let me see the control screen.
Do you see it?
Closer. Bigger. Closer.
You can't see Rick.
Well, it looks somewhat familiar, but from a distance, it almost looked like a graph textile interface, but it's not.
No, it's I got it uploaded on my other computer because I was like looking it up and I don't know. I feel like I kind of got a good deal on it. I could have probably gotten a better deal. I should have bartered.
You probably could have offered them like less, but it's still. I mean, if it works, it's a good deal. If it doesn't work, it doesn't matter how much you paid for it. It wasn't a good deal.
You know, and like I have all the cords together now, and I need some blades.
Are you sure? Where's that thing that you thought goes in the blade holder?
Oh, Vevor, Vevor, V4. You said the thing that I thought holds the blade.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yep, that's a blade holder. Now,
Yep.
in the tip of it, which is the black end,
Yeah.
there probably is a blade in it. You're not going to be able to see it hardly.
Oh, there is a blade.
Okay. Okay, relax.
Okay.
You need to find some. Hey, Tim, do you know of any free cutting software? He'd be a good one to ask. He knows stuff.
And they also had like 4 or 5 different heat press machines. They had them in different shapes too. Like there's bigger ones that are obviously for shirts, but then there's like really small ones that look like they almost reminded me of like at the dry cleaners, like a shirt cuff machine. So like, I don't know if
Jeremy Davis has a keg. He just wants the poly tip for it.
Oh.
We call that plastic. That way we don't get confused because you see how easily confused we are.
What computer am I using? I am using a pretty beefed up gaming rig. It's got like, I can't remember if it's 18 or 16 gigs RAM. It has a ride in uh,
Raiden.
50. Oh no, a Ryzen 5 5500 series with a GTX 1660. Oh, Microsoft.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the plugin for Illustrator. We'll have to look at that and see how much it is.
I can run an Illustrator and stuff. I already got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I have
yeah,
the Creative Suite.
yeah.
Well, I have to have it because of school now. And then I actually all the supplies that I got for my typography class, surprisingly, is like, well, not surprisingly, it's all the stuff that I would need like to do T-shirts if I needed to. So
Oh,
I got a T square. I got like a bunch of different triangles, other calibration measuring tools. Then I have the cutting board. You can pay monthly and try a free month. We use SignLab. Oh, nice. Might have an extra key when I bought my new plotter from Vinyl Masters. Dude, Dark Side. That would be awesome. Maybe I'll see if they have uh, a trial and give it a shot. And if I really like it, I'll definitely come back and holler at you.
color.
I don't even know where I'm gonna put this. Like, I'm thinking
You
about,
probably have to put it at Sun because you don't have a place for it.
dude. What if we like sold pre-cut patterns? That'd be so
Good
annoying
luck
though.
with that. I ain't doing it.
uh, I don't know. I gotta stock up some vinyl now. There's a lot
Dark
going
Side
on.
Custom says he might have something for you. Smoking
Who?
is good for you. Yes, it is. 100%.
I am having a very power is out at Sun Distributing, so we are live from our homes. Oh. Pre-cut, no warranty. Dude, I've been sitting on a Silverado pattern for like 2 months now.
You should probably find somebody. What year is it?
I don't know, 90 something.
90 something?
Maybe it's
Ugh.
probably like a 2002. I don't remember. It's an older one. It was for someone in the program that was like, "Yo, I need my truck tinted," and I'm like, "Okay." Like, what year is it? And what body style? Oh, I think it's a '99. It's that one. It's that year where it's on the cusp, where it was like an old, a newer model, but had the old body type. If that makes sense.
Yeah, classic.
I think it was like 1999, 2000, or something like that. I don't remember. But
So basically 98 and older.
yeah.
That was GM's way of making people feel like they were buying a new vehicle, even though they were buying leftover stock.
Yeah. But I got it done, and well, I told Charles about it. Charles is like, well, if we have extra time later and we're just sitting around, if you want, I could just cut out the patterns and just hook you up. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm not gonna say no to that. And then he did it, and I hit dude up and like, yeah, we'll do it someday, and here we are, like 2 months later.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I'm starting to cut in and out. It's probably because I'm walking around. I will
You
sit
might be
back down.
Oh, you're probably. Oh, I am too. We're both we're both broadcasting live wirelessly. That's a big no-no.
Great, thanks, man. Jaybird said add me. I thought we were already friends.
Yeah, so what's everybody up to? We just had big storms. We had 70-mile-an-hour winds come through with storms yesterday, and it took out I don't know, a little over 250,000 people's power. So that was fun.
Yes. Hey.
Jaybird, add me on Facebook. Oh, is that a beat machine? Jay,
We don't know what you're looking at.
is that drum?
We can't even see you, Alex, because your face is black.
Alex is in witness protection. LOL. Disguise your voice and talk smack about other phone brands.
Yeah.
You can do it, Viv. Good job.
She's just
Good job. Good job.
Marquise, what's up? We're waiting for a response from you, Marquise, on the emails. Did you get our email? We are making you a custom wrap, yeah? And it seems to be paused now. Turn my video on, Ryan says. What you want, Ryan? Oh, he got some fish. Although we can't see the fish.
We can only see the tail.
We saw the tail. You're going to have to put the fish in front of the camera for longer.
He's muted. He muted himself.
It says his network connection is 0 out of 10. Ryan's got himself muted. We can't hear you, Ryan.
Well, he's only on one bar.
Oh, there you go, Ryan.
Oh, it's a little baby. Little baby.
We can't hear you, Ryan. You're muted. You're muted. Oh, he left. You guys then. I'm out of here. Yo, that was a bass. A little Michigan bass.
Ouch. Wait, is Jaybird Travis?
Can you hear me now? I can hear you guys.
We can hear you.
You can hear you? Okay.
Stop
Look
pushing
at
buttons.
yeah. Look at that. Oh, I was kayaking back my way to the van, and I stared, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm casting right here." Boom, got him, baby. I knew the daddy was around here somewhere. He thought he was gonna be better than me, but he wasn't. You can't do that to me. I ain't missing that. See, Alex likes to walk away from it. I ain't catching none, man. You want to go over here? Because they're here.
Jaybird, that's Ryan. He's our third wheel. So at the warehouse, he usually mans the warehouse while we're doing live by himself. But the warehouse is closed right now because we got no power. No. Where'd my phone go?
Oh shoot! Hold on, I'll be
Better
right back.
tell that. Out, pick up.
Dude, it's all cold and solidified by now. Yeah, because I pressure cooked them like hours ago. Huh? I'm just like gonna warm it up, see if probably like bring it to pressure and then turn it off.
You can make your wife do all the work.
I'm doing a Petri dish giveaway on a different platform today. Oh my god, it's so bright. Get no like happy medium. Keep strong, tent with the torch, no power. Yeah, for sure, dude.
Alex,
Yeah.
you better stop making noise.
What?
I said you better stop.
I can't hear you, bro. You just that's how you sound, bro.
No, you.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock and we got power at the shop.
Do we?
Yep. You think you get all those
Nice.
orders filled real quick? Ryan, hurry up, get back to the shop. Hurry, paddle faster. All right, for everybody that ordered today, sorry your stuff didn't go out but the power's on. So that means everything will go out tomorrow. That's exciting. Oh, and tomorrow
Rick said-
we've got our new boxes coming, the white ones, so that we'll have boxes for the big films.
Nice.
Look.
Oh. It hasn't been too bad of a work from home day. Like,
We're just gonna turn him off.
Ryan
Cece,
is broke.
where are you going with that? Are you taking that outside?
Seems like you
Taking
only
that
order
outside?
raffle tickets. Yeah, man, dude, the raffle's been a big hit. For those that don't know, when the Film Revolution is doing a raffle right now, $20 gets you a chance to nominate somebody to compete in the singles competition, and if your order number is drawn in the raffle, that person will be going to Atlanta, Georgia to compete in the singles tournament. Hey, what's up, Matthew Kremer? How you doing? Just know, if you are going to compete in the singles competition, you will have to face me, and I will destroy you.
Whoa.
I am coming home with a side-by-side.
You are not.
All right, I'm coming home with a four-wheeler.
Nope.
All right, I'm coming home with a jet ski
Oh, yeah.
and $5,000.
I gotta come home with something.
What if you aren't single? Well, you better leave your wife real quick or husband because you need to be there. There's also a couple tournaments, so I mean, there's that route. The prize isn't big, and you don't get jet skis. And there will be a hot item as well as the singles entry. You are right. Rick, that's too big of a hint. I like the confidence, Alex. last week you just wanted to be top 40%. Hey, my fishes grow quick.
He's got a plotter now, so he's taking y'all down.
Yeah, I'm gonna bribe Rick Tallman to tell me what car we're gonna actually tent, and then I'm just gonna plot the patterns here. No, I'm just kidding. But
Everybody loves Jiffy.
if it's Jiffy, it's not real cornbread.
Yes, it is. It's real yucky cornbread. But what does that mean? What just happened?
Yeah, I know it's not ATL, but for people that are not from Georgia, Marietta is still ATL. It's like when people ask us where we're from, we just say Detroit because you guys don't know what Waterford is.
I know a girl from Marietta. She said she's from.
Yeah. Brian's been cool
Okay.
though. We had a good chat earlier.
Marquise responded, so that'll give me something to do in the morning.
Stan Bay City. Those are two very far away places, both in Michigan. Those are like two very random places to know about Michigan for not being in Michigan.
Sounds like he's got family there,
Maybe.
or he knows people with family there.
Standish is a weird place. It's remote. Standish is by Peking, right?
I don't know. I'm from Michigan, so I don't know where it's at.
It's in Eldrick County.
We lost Ryan because he was paddling the shore.
Oh, it's Aranac.
By the thumb. Oh,
Yeah.
we're by the thumb. We're down here.
No, Standish is like just below Alger in Rose City. Yeah, it's just north of Peking.
Anything weird about a Chevy SS? My buddy just bought one. So the Chevy SS is like you look at it and swear to God it's an Impala, but it's not. It's Australian made, but it's real similar to tinting an Impala. The seals are a little bit tighter, but all in all, and you got to shrink the doors a little bit more than on an Impala. But all in all, it's pretty close.
Scum shuttle wrap for a keg. It can be done.
Oh yeah. I'll see what I can do tomorrow, Brian. I got a busy day tomorrow, so we got today to wrap up, and then we also got tomorrow, and I got meetings tomorrow afternoon, so we'll see what happens.
Tomorrow feels like a
But I
Thursday.
think tomorrow is going to be the Mondayest Wednesday you ever saw. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and I got school.
I'm hungry. Yeah, my original plan was we were going to do Tool Talk Tuesday on Wednesday. But Alex would have had to cut out. So.
Oh yeah.
Alex, you're not making very good presentation on video. You're sitting there yawning and kicking back
Dude, I'm
like it's your
tired.
day off or something.
I did quite a bit today. I really didn't do that much today. But
It's your birthday. You shouldn't do that much today.
no, I'm trying to like work on getting the living room organized. I'm trying to like have like a little studio going on, but there's like no room. And then I gotta figure out where to put her.
Yeah, that'll be its own kind of fun.
Yeah. I don't
New
know.
tool. You know,
What do you think?
when
Huh?
Film Handler finally comes in, it's going to seem like a new tool.
Yeah.
They've been out for a couple of months now.
You know, with ease, thanks for the input last week. Got a Lamba Urus coming in Saturday. Any tip for those?
Nope. No.
Have some insurance.
I tent in blue collar areas, so we don't see Lambo. I mean, I've done a few Maseratis, I've done a Bentley, and I've done a couple Audi R8s, but it's about and we do a lot of Corvettes, but that's about as extravagant as we get.
I don't know. That Dodge Demon that we did in the daycare center was pretty fancy.
Yeah, but it's still just a Dodge.
Yeah.
But it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Is Alfa Romero considered fancy?
I don't think it's fancy, but the price tag suggests it might be.
Yeah. Because I've seen people that looks like classic.
Yeah. They don't seem fancy to me. I don't know. Actually, most of what I do doesn't seem fancy to me. It's just glass. It's got edges and borders and stuff. Are you burning a candle in the background? You are.
Yeah, it's a wood wick.
Cool. So it crackles. Stop yelling.
I can't, Rick. I'm about to like log off. I gotta go get a vape.
Drink
I gotta
coffee.
babysit. Drink coffee.
You know, I had to start out this morning with a tea because I didn't feel like digging out my camping coffee pot. That was fun.
Very opinionated today.
Huh?
Just saying my baby's very opinionated today. Jordan, no. Shady J, we are, well, we have power now. But until like 30 minutes, we didn't have power. So we shut down.
We went 23 hours without power, and we called it today because no power, and we can't ship anything without power. We can't do anything without power. And so it was Alex's birthday, and Ryan wanted to go fishing, and I needed to replace a carburetor on my generator so that I could make power at my house. But yeah, yesterday we had big stuff.
Dude, I don't know, right, Jay? I definitely wasn't expecting that. Yeah, and I went out and I bought myself a plotter for my birthday, which I get to try out here in a little bit. Wow, it makes 50 things 50 times better. Thank you. Yeah, dude. Keg is a game changer.
Yeah, it really is.
Um,
I remember when I
I
got my
got
first keg, I used a 3-gallon
I-
pump sprayer, and I thought, that's as good as a keg. And then I got a keg, and I was like, what?
I got the V KI 870. It's not big. It's like 34 inches. So all I can take is a 24-inch roll.
You can
But
do 30-inch rolls,
I can do 30-inch
and
rolls.
you can do most back windows with 30-inch rolls. You can buy vinyl and 30-inch rolls.
Yeah.
But
I gotta
first, we got to see if we can
get rolls of transfer tape. Nice. I think my next investment is going to be a heat press machine. They had them up there for like $1.50. Hey Town, heat press machines are like they all pretty much the same. Are there some that are better than others? I feel like it's just pretty simple. A padded base with like a drop down little thing, and it applies heat.
Seems about right.
I mean, like, I sent you in the right direction. Well, the reason is because I have a pawn shop like three houses away from me. Well, not really. It's like a block from me. But just the convenience of it, like right there, and I can just walk home with it, like a heat machine. Thinking about doing it. I would not
Yeah,
buy a 150 again unless you only do vinyl.
you should have saw him pushing that plotter down the road.
Wait, heat machines for vinyl.
People are reviewing stuff.
Why would you heat press vinyl? Vinyl transfer. I have no idea. I just want to do cool stuff.
Yeah, Alex wants to do all the things. And I mean all of the things. Me, I just want to buy a small printer I just want to buy a small printer. That is all. Oh, and a small laminator. But that is all. Maybe a new computer. But my computer's pretty good.
And then I seen this one place online where like it's like screen prints come on like paper already printed, and then you can shirts like 15 cents or 30 cents or whatever. It like comes on this like transfer paper stuff. I don't know. I just want to like when I get bored and want to like artwork on t-shirts. I don't know what I'm doing.
No problem, Shady. Everybody should like Shady's t-shirt page. Yeah, you have a kid, you're never going to be bored. They're giving you all the good, solid advice, Alex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just feel like it'd be a good side hustle since I'm in like graphic design school now, and I just have like, I feel like a lot of options are opening up because of it. Like as far as side hustles go.
Yeah, I gotta find some
And
time
like
and make.
my class like required me to like buy like $250 worth of crap, and I'm like learning that there's multiple uses for the stuff that I bought. It's just kind of like how a lot of things in tanning is just like stuff that are industries repurposed. And oh, that's what he uses. Has to be done right, or they don't work. They have some that's a little more, but the right heat presses. A good idea. Maybe when I go back to that pawn shop, I'll have T Town on video chat with me so he can make sure I'm making the right decision. Just supporting
And then
another
he'll be like,
contender, my man.
"No, don't buy that one."
Dude, I trust T Town. He's been doing this for a minute.
What?
We could start a group where it's like me, T Town, Shady Jim, and it's called like Tinners Make T-shirts or something.
May want to keep working on that.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna let you guys go.
You started it.
I know. I gotta go though. I'm sorry, guys. I'm glad I got to catch some of you guys for a little bit. But some things I gotta take on. Yes, T-Town Dirt Hats. You should see his cool ass machine.
He does good jobs too.
Yep. All right,
All
later,
right,
guys.
Alex. Well, enjoy your birthday.
Thanks. Leave.
Alex can't figure out how to stop it. Oh, I think he figured out how to stop it. No, he didn't figure out how to stop it. Yeah, we'll just put him to the side until he figures it out. What's up, guys? All right, so what are we going to talk about now? Alex was like the whole show. But it was a close one. We didn't miss Tool Talk. T-Town rips those hats out like they're nothing. He handles it, and he does good quality stitching. And when he gets it stylized, he like checks it, and if he doesn't like it, he makes him do it again, which is way better than most of these bigger companies. No, we only get water in the shop from the storm when the storm comes in from the east. But fun fact, Alex is still putting his backpack in the same spot where the river will run if it comes in, which is funny. T-Town's Facebook page should be T-Town T-shirts. Easy logos are good, especially when you're embroidering. We need to get your Meyer subs. We need to get this channel over. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I've never been one to try to make myself famous or popular even. I used to want to, and it used to bother me. So then I learned to not want to, and it's way better. How many? How many subscribers? Don't I have over 1,000? Or do I? I don't know. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look and see. Looks like I'm gonna look and see. Oh, stop repeating me. 754. Oh, I guess we're close, aren't we? Yeah, I don't even ever ask people to like and subscribe. I tried a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I don't care enough. I mean, if you watch me, if you hang out with me, that's cool. If you don't, well, that's cool too. I didn't, I started the YouTube and the video thing primarily just to be helpful, and I don't want to focus too hard on trying to grow it because that's not what I did it for. So, what tent solution do you use in your shop? We use all type in our shop, and we've been adding a little bit of Dawn to it during the summer because it just helps. Dawn is a different type of a slip agent than all type is, so they mesh well when because any slip seems to in the heat it seems to fall short in certain areas. So we found that if you add the polar opposite type of a slip to that slip and blend them, it tends to help. And I don't know how much mix ratio because the person that's tinting there now mixes it way slipperier than I enjoy it. So I don't know. Tint Slime Ultra, that's a good seller for us. Add a link to my website. Here's the link to my website. And we have all this stuff. And we have the world's best search engine on the website too. I made sure of it. Because one thing I hate, with distributors and whatnot, you go to their website and it's so hard to find things. And it's like, and you try the search, but if you don't spell it just right or you don't remember the name of it, you don't find it. And then it's frustrating. And so we've got an intuitive search engine that you can misspell something and it still is going to find it for you, and if you search something that it doesn't know what you're searching, we get reports and know. And if we can figure out what you're searching for, then we can add it to its database so that the next time somebody searches that term, it comes up. But it's really, I don't know. You guys should check it out. And you can also go to tools for tint, the number 4, toolsfortint.com. That's get you there too. Yeah, I like all type. It's a nice clean, it doesn't have the fragrances, it doesn't have the coloring. There's a lot of things it doesn't have. Hold on, this is my UPS guy. Jimenez, guess what? Yeah, we didn't have power today all day, so we just got it back at 5 o'clock, and it's like, yeah, I ain't going in there. There ain't no way I'm gonna. All right, see ya. Yep. That was my UPS guy calling to find out why the hell we're not there. See, that's the other thing too. We go a step further with, whatever delivery choice we have, which we use UPS because we get the best results with them. But we also develop a relationship with all the people that we um, deal with. In fact, tomorrow, that's my meeting tomorrow afternoon is with my UPS rep because he just wants to come and make sure I'm happy because we spend lots and lots of money with him. I give UPS probably, well, I know it's well over $100,000 a year. I don't know exactly where it lands, but it's freaking ridiculous just for shipping. So for all you guys that spend 150 or more and get free shipping, I'm still paying for that. You're welcome. And it's still irritating people because $150 for free shipping is still on the low side, especially when it's all tools, because there's really no money in tools unless you buy them from China, and I don't buy them from China, so there's that. What's your favorite thing about helping the industry? Well, honestly, I don't really have. I feel like it's my duty to help the industry. I've been doing this for over 35 years, and I don't tint windows anymore. I decided this year that I'm just completely done. Um, I just I need to move on to the next chapter, and the next chapter is distribution. Although distribution's awesome, I've got so much experience behind me that I just feel like I want to see this industry grow and prosper. And you know, I hear so many people on these posts, oh, you come to Facebook and ask these questions, blah blah blah. And when I started out, I didn't have anybody to ask. You need to just figure it out. And my thought is, could you imagine if somebody wanted to be a doctor and there was nobody to teach them about the human body and they just needed to figure it out? Now I understand what we do isn't that important as like what a doctor does, but how about we raise this industry up? And if we have the ability to make somebody's learning more efficient and help somebody avoid some of the obstacles that we had to figure out, we can make this industry great. Sorry it wasn't great back in the 90s when, we were all struggling, but it's 2022. Let's make it freaking amazing. And we've been doing that, and I've been happy to be a part of it. So there isn't really one thing about helping the industry that I like other than the fact that I get to see it grow. I get to, when I go to bed at night, I know that I made a difference today in somebody's life. So, yeah. Yeah, it is. Be who you need it. Yes. My thing I tell people is be the change you want to see. And if you can make it a point to do that every day and stop worrying about what other people need to do, you sleep so much better at night. It's amazing. And it makes each day a little more worth doing. And I used to get up in the morning and the first thing I do is sigh because I got to do this again. And I don't do that today. I get up in the morning and I'm excited. I get up at 5:30 every morning just to sit and drink coffee, smoke cigarettes, and think about what I get to do today. I mean, who wouldn't want a life like that? And I'm 51 years old and I get to sit there and be excited about today. And I've been that way for, well, just about 14 years now. And I love it. So, oh, that is super cool, Dark Side. He says, I was fortunate enough to be taken under a true professional that was willing to teach me his ways, and I held on to that and do the best I can do. What changed me? Funny story. So sometimes when you can't enjoy getting up in the morning, you don't enjoy your day, and it's hard to go to sleep, we might look to alternate substances to help us cope with the reality that we're stuck with. And I was no different. So I developed a pretty bad um, substance problem, and I just one day I was kind of done. I didn't want to do it anymore, and so I quit. And that didn't work out for me. Even though I wanted to be quit, I couldn't stay quit. And one day I woke up in a drunk tank and figured out that I wasn't going to be able to quit. And I went to Alcoholics Anonymous, and I got lucky because somebody in there understood what the people that founded Alcoholics Anonymous were trying to tell everybody moving forward. And I learned a new way of living, a new way of thinking. I haven't had a mind altering substance in my body since January 29th, 2009. And I learned to live with a new state of mind. And I practice that every day. And a lot of the necessity of what I do is helping others. And in Alcoholics Anonymous, your objective is to help another alcoholic or a drug addict to recover. But it also says in our literature that we practice these principles in all our affairs. So when I started Tint Squad back in 2013, that was the whole premise of the business, is to just be helpful. And then, of course, when we started distributing in 2017, it was just be helpful. And still today, our premise is just be helpful. And everything else takes care of itself. And like I said, I get to wake up in the morning and want to do today. I get up early so that I can think about all the things. Because sometimes during the course of the day, it gets a little hectic and I don't get to smell the flowers. It's just go time. And so that's what my mornings are for. AA taught me that in the morning I'm supposed to spend quietly with God. But that is adapted into me and God think about the day ahead. So it's cool. I struggle with drinking, not to the point where it's a problem, but I feel like that would be my thing to help me change for the better. Well, the biggest thing that I learned is being useful to others creates this sense of worth inside that I stopped feeling like I needed anything to take the edge off because there was no more edge. And any kind of angst that I did feel, I embraced because it helped drive me. So, yeah. No, that's true, dark side. Most don't make it. And the funny thing is, my whole life, I've been asked, whether it's been by a wife or a girlfriend or a judge, I've been asked to go to AA and treatment centers and all the likes because I don't know. Most of my life I was just a binge drinker, but when I did hard. I get in trouble. But the thing is, I wasn't ready until I was ready, and I wasn't able to understand the levity of what I was up against until I personally decided I was done, and then I failed, and I drank again, and then I realized what it really meant to be an alcoholic. And until I realized that, there was no way that I could get what Alcoholics Anonymous had to offer, because before that, sure, I would go to meetings because they told me to. I would make friends in meetings. I would even do functions with the other alcoholics, and sometimes I'd even have a good time. But there was always that in the back of my mind thing that maybe one day I can figure this out. Until the day that I realized that I was never going to figure this out, and then it wasn't hard because I just did what I was told to do, and it worked. And that's the cool thing about it. So I didn't have to be a strong person to get through it. I just did what I did because I was told to, and it did what it did because it works every time for everybody who can give themselves to it. At first I thought it was because I was weak, and the reality is it was because I just was done fighting. Let's see. I enjoy some beer after a day of work. I don't drink to escape anymore. That's the old Shady. Cool. Yeah, I used to enjoy a beer after work, but usually when I had a beer, I needed just to have another one, and then that would get gone, and I'd have another one, and then that would get gone, and I'd have another one. It was a thing. So then I go periods without drinking because drinking got me in trouble. I let the booze go, but I am a medical marijuana patient. Cool. We have recreational marijuana in Michigan. We are so fortunate. And the funny thing is, I used to smoke about an ounce a week. I would lean on weed because it kept me out of trouble, and it served the same purpose. I could get comfortable. I could smoke a joint and be cool. Problem is, smoke that much weed and I wasn't very productive. And but the cool thing is, when this AA thing worked, I had no desire to smoke weed, and I'm still around it on a regular basis. It's not like I don't avoid things. That's the cool thing about this. So yeah. My wife just got a medical card. Can't wait for her to get her medication. There you go. Yeah, I think what's funny is after Prohibition, when they legalized alcohol again, I think they got it wrong because too many people have a problem with alcohol, but even people that don't have a problem with alcohol would, if alcohol was the illegal substance and marijuana was the legal substance way back when, I think we'd have a different society today. There'd be a whole lot less of this Facebook drama, I'm sure. Because, I mean, shit, I could be in a fighting mood and raging mad and smoke a joint, and I don't even remember what I was mad about. Weed was the shit. But I don't know. For me, I just kept finding myself back in the bottle. And then this whole AA thing happened, and I just quit smoking weed. So I don't know. And I hope that every state just opens it up as recreational. It's a bitch to be like trying to figure out. Yeah, cigarettes and coffee is my thing. I usually drink 2 cups of coffee in the morning. I'll drink a cup or two at work. I drink tea a lot, so caffeine, definitely like my caffeine. And cigarettes, I don't know. I've tried quitting before. It was like the worst 45 minutes of my life. So I don't ever want to do that again. But yeah, 100% recreational weed should be a thing. It should be promoted. Marijuana should have the same benefits that alcohol did back in the day when, you saw it on billboards, you saw it in the TV commercials, you heard about it on the radio, and we should hype it up. And, somehow through the early 2000s and beyond, this got a stigma to it. Cigarettes used to be accepted, and you were the minority if you didn't smoke, and smoking was everywhere. And now it's like you light a cigarette and people look at you like you're doing something wrong. If we could find a way to create that stigma around drinking, and I mean, you can't take away drinking and not put anything back in its place. So marijuana has to be legal, and it has to be recreational, and it has to follow the same rules alcohol did. And I think that that's probably the saving grace for our country, possibly the world, if we can get the whole world on board with it. I mean, look at Amsterdam. Them fuckers are happy. They've been smoking weed recreationally for since I was a kid, and you don't hear about Amsterdam and their drama. No, no, you don't. Just cuz. So yeah. Don't smoke cigarettes till you get home and then you chain smoke. You're one of those weirdos. I don't. I mean, if you go all day without smoking, finish the day. I don't know. I can't get my head around quitting smoking, and I got to smoke all day. I don't. It's difficult. I get in. I do things with people that don't smoke, and like, um, 2 weeks ago, I went out with a guy in his buggy, four wheeling, and he's not a smoker, and I respect him a lot. So I go a couple hours at a time without a cigarette, and then when we had a stopping moment and get out of the buggy, I'd light a cigarette and puff on it just as hard as I could because I know I'm going to get back in the buggy for a couple more hours. So, but yeah. Shady, you need your wife to come home with her medication. You smoke one of those, it's better. And it lasts longer, and it probably does less to your lungs. I don't know that part for a fact, but it's funny smoking weed. My lungs got so much healthier for a period of time, and then the cigarettes just replaced what the THC and stuff wasn't there anymore. So, yeah, Amsterdam. I don't know like all the facts and details about it, but um, I know in Amsterdam they're a lot more liberal with when it comes to stuff like that because they believe that people should learn themselves. And one thing that we know as Americans is we don't want the government telling us what we can and can't do. And it stands to reason that they tell us alcohol is okay and the other drugs are not okay. And a lot of people just follow the rules and they dive into the alcohol and don't do the other things. But I think that if they just let loose on everything, sure, we're going to see an increase here and there in certain demographics and stuff because of finances and ability to find things. But I think that what we would see is people would gravitate towards the least harmful thing that they can find enjoyment in. So there's that. Mo said his browser crashed on him. That sucks. Most knowledge comes from Pulp Fiction. Huh. Okay. So in Amsterdam, I guess it's legal to buy it. It's legal to smoke it. In designated areas, but cops are not allowed to search you for it. Cool. And in a country like America where we're supposed to have rights and um, we're supposed to be able to have our privacy and everything, there are a lot of rules that allow government to step on our privacy, and that's kind of bad. Yeah, big pharma. I am not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of medicating problems. The first thing a doctor wants to do is write a prescription when you have a problem. Most of the time, they don't even look for an alternate solution, and that's terrible. After Prohibition, they used to use scare tactics with marijuana to increase alcohol sales. Watch the documentary on it years ago. Another about the Prohibition is it had nothing to do with alcohol consumption. It had everything to do with big oil, and that was right in the era of the horseless carriage, and they were looking for fuels to burn to run cars. And turns out alcohol is a much better solution. But when the lobbyists pushed the right buttons and the right people into prohibition, alcohol was illegal and big oil won. And so we run all of our cars on gasoline now instead of alcohol. Go figure, huh? And then I see people wanting to fight back against electric cars. And I get it, but how come we're still not trying to figure out a way to? I mean, alcohol burns cleaner, it burns hotter, it burns more efficiently, and it's something we can make over and over and over again. And we grow what we need to produce it. But yet, we're not even. I mean, don't get me wrong, race cars, why do you think race cars run on alcohol? Because it's better. And we could actually produce our own alcohol at home to run in our cars. But we're fighting over whether or not we're going to do oil or electric. Huh. We might be onto something here. Let's do this. Let's make alcohol burn in cars, and we will all make our own alcohol to run in the cars. Oh, it's still illegal to distill in large quantities. Huh. Yeah. Greed is why we don't have those options. Yes, the people in power control the people without the power. And if one is more powerful than the other. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm reaching here. I'm grasping, but I think the big argument between electric and gas is the big argument between Republican and Democrat. But if we could just step away from that kind of an argument and look at what is, there's hydrogen too. Hydrogen is another. Well, hydrogen, I understand it can. I don't know. I don't know much. I haven't watched anything about hydrogen and learned, but alcohol doesn't need to get the same miles per gallon because we can make it ourselves. alcohol would be so much cheaper if mass produced than gasoline or electric. So, definitely something to think about. But there's documentaries on all those things, and we had a 3,000 gallon reactor. We were cleaning, and the one report came back that it was too pure, and we had to dump it. Huh? That's messed up. Why wouldn't we all just be one? Basically, we're made from burning water into hydrogen, I believe. I'll have to find that video. It definitely gets the wheels turning, though, doesn't it? It's like, I don't know. I don't usually talk about my thoughts and opinions because I see other people talk about their opinions and it turns me off. So I appreciate you guys hearing me about it. I'm not trying to, I've got my own ideas and thoughts, and like I said, I usually just keep them to myself because it's just what I think and what I've learned. But somehow or another, you guys suckered me into talking about it. Go figure. Big fines from the FDA, and they like to show up unannounced. Yes. And the alcohol that we would make for burning in cars isn't really consumable either. But I don't know, back when alcohol production got shut down with prohibition, there was a lot of unknowns about it. So Jeremy Davis likes the fact that he can see the comments from YouTube. Yeah, it is super nice to be able to have the whole everybody all in one chat. Usually when we got two of us on here, it's a little tough, but tonight we made it work, and so there was that. What time is it getting to be? 5:55. We're pulling it off. Prohibition spawned NASCAR. Yes, it did, because the moonshiners would what do they call those guys that run the moonshine? Anyway, yeah, they would on their spare time they would race their fast cars that they used to outrun the cops with, and it turned into a whole sport. You almost missed it, Jay. We almost missed it. We didn't have power today. We were actually going to miss our first Tool Talk Tuesday, and I don't remember. I think it was like October or something, September last year when we started Tool Talk, and we haven't missed a week yet. That's stout. I figured we could miss a week. Nobody would be mad at us, but bootleggers, that's it. Good call, Jeremy. Prohibition. Yeah. So with everything, prohibition was bad, but it created NASCAR. And look at what NASCAR does now. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I can see the worth, the value, and the size financially of what NASCAR brings to the table. And it's huge. Without things like NASCAR and drag racing and things like that, there's a lot of cool stuff we wouldn't have. Who knows? Window tint might not be a thing without them. I doubt it would still be a thing, but. I started a podcast and missed last week. We needed a break already. No, it's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of discipline to be sure to, especially, in our situation, we've had a couple of weeks in a row where we looked at the clock and it's like 4 o'clock. Oh shit! And just run in there and hurry up and start it up, and it's hard. That's what I'm here for. Useless information. Haha. I live by Daytona and I'm a fan and forgot there was a race this past weekend. Yeah, I started last year. I was watching NASCAR a little bit, and it's when you invest in who's on the track, it becomes more interesting. I think. I think because then, and you hear the commentators talk about their achievements and what this race means to them, and then internally you start rooting for somebody, and then it becomes exciting, which is kind of how I started watching football. You know, I was never a football fan until I don't know 2015, 2014, 2016. I don't know, one of those years. I was just browsing channels and the game was on, but the announcers were excited that the Lions were making a comeback and they were down like umpteen million points and they were coming, time was running out, and it's coming down to the wire. And if anybody can do it, Stafford can do it. And then he did it. And it was just like, ah. And I was at the end of that, I was kind of shaken. I was like, wow. So I had to check it out and see if it was that exciting the following week. And the following week, absolutely, it was just that exciting. Same thing. Fourth quarter, they're down by 1,000,000 points, and they managed to pull off a win. And that season, they did that 8 times in a row, and I watched all 8 games. And by the end of the season, I was hooked. And I've been a fan watching them lose ever since. And people's like, well, why don't you watch a good team? And I'm like, but they're my home team. That's like watching somebody else's little league game because my kid's team sucks. You root for your kid no matter how bad his team sucks. And I feel like I'm in the Detroit area. I'm in Michigan. I root for the Lions. Or I ain't rooting for anybody. Don't get me wrong. I got my bromances all across the league, but you know, is Dak still? He's coming back this year, right? That was Rosenberg that retired. Dak still got more in him, right? And Dak Prescott, he's got what it takes to be fucking amazing. And sometimes he is. He just can't get that long stretch that he needs to win a Super Bowl. But Cowboys, they used to be the shit back when I didn't care about football. Not funny. Played the Georgia was Redskins fan. First game was Packers versus Redskins. Packers, um, Aaron Rodgers is like he's a god until he gets to the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. That man can make anything happen during regular season, but for whatever reason, he just can't take it all the way. I mean, he did once, so there's that. But yeah, Sanders, I wasn't a football fan when Barry Sanders was around, but I've seen a lot of replay stuff. So yeah, he was an amazing running back. Could you imagine some of the talent that we've had on the Detroit Lions? Could you imagine if we could get them all in the same year and just do something? Yeah. Maybe, you know what? I can't pretend to understand what happens in the postseason to a lot of teams, but it does. I mean, so look at Mahomes. When he comes in and he just blew it out of the water, took it to the Super Bowl, won his first Super Bowl in his second year. I mean, what the hell is that? But then he comes back and he's going to do a repeat, but he faces the GOAT. And he just couldn't get it going. Like there was something in his head. And then last year, same thing. It's like, except for it was more and more, it's almost like something got in his head. I think maybe it was also that other teams started to figure out his shtick and they just kind of, they, well, like Lamar Jackson, you know, that whole running thing. You know, he got away with that for a year and other teams figured out how to defend against it. So, you know, but yeah, these are all my bromances around the league. They all have something really entertaining to watch, and so now I got to have the NFL Network, and I have to have whatever that damn the Sunday ticket, and all that shit, and I'll be bouncing between fucking 3, 4, 5 games at a time. It's crazy. I don't know how this year. Well, when it gets cold, it'll be fine. But this year I developed a new love for my Jeep, so that might interfere because the only time I get to play with that is on the weekends. So we'll have to see. To be continued, I guess. And I still don't. NFL now fixing losses? Elaborate. I don't know nothing about that. Time will always tell when talent supersedes game planning. Absolutely. And I think that's one thing that I liked about Mahomes um, and and Lamar Jackson. They were two that just out of nowhere. And I almost feel like, you know what? Maybe one of their downfalls is the way that they play got planned into the game instead of just letting them do what they do because we need to talk football one Sunday. We should talk football one Sunday. I tried watching some preseason games, but I realized they mean absolutely nothing. And most of the people that I was watching, I wasn't going to see this year, so it didn't matter. And whether they won or lost, it didn't matter. Although the Lions won their first preseason game since 2018, so if that's worth anything, because they don't normally. Oh yeah, and last year I started watching a little bit of college football because the Lions need to put together some talent. So I'm like looking for who can they get, who can they get. But I ain't so big on college just yet. But I don't know. We are after the 6 o'clock hour, and it looks like I bored about half of us with football talk, but I don't care. It's fine. I feel like it's fine. Preseason is fun. I mean, it's fun to see what you got right now. You know, the only thing worth anything for Lions preseason was figuring out that we don't have a backup quarterback still, and no matter which one they decide to keep, which they decided which one to keep, but if our quarterback goes down, we're going to lose. We don't have anybody worth anything, so that's poo poo. But we'll see what happens. We have a pretty light schedule this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, somewhere in the near postseason you didn't see the Lions somewhere up on the board chasing a spot. That would be cool. Although we're not expecting them to win anything if they did make postseason, but problem I have with the college football, I think, is how it boils down at the end to, like, you almost always have the same playoff teams. There's not enough mix up. There's too many teams. So then too many teams don't matter because they're just not good. If they could find a way to whittle college teams down to, say, 32 teams, then maybe we could possibly have ourselves some competition all the way to the postseason. And maybe then you wouldn't have to win every game leading to the postseason. But I don't know. It just seems too. It almost seems fixed. I'm sure it's not fixed, but it just, you know what I mean? It just doesn't seem like you get Georgia, you get Alabama. I mean, don't get me wrong. Michigan made the playoffs last year, so that was cool. We whooped the shit out of Ohio State. Sorry, Tim. But, you know, that was a fluke. It ain't going to happen again this year. You know, Michigan's got that almost good enough team. But if there was like 32 teams that mattered and the rest of them was more like high school football that didn't matter, then maybe some of these elite players would spread out to other teams a little bit and it would get more competitive, I think. So, I don't know. Oh, Mo wasn't able to get tickets to the Detroit Super Bowl, but did manage to sneak into one of those party tents. That's super cool. Arkansas is going to be pretty good this year. No, they're not. They're just not. And it's not their fault. But we'll see. We got a whole season ahead of us, and it's about to start. So that's exciting. Yeah, I've been hearing that about the college playoff, and I think it would be great. The problem that they're struggling with is it's going to extend the year too much, so they got to figure out how to keep it all in the same time frame. It's I don't know. There's too many moving parts. I think the whole thing needs to be stripped down and just redone, but they don't want to do that. They just want to make subtle changes, and we'll see what happens. I think it would be good if they had a lot more playoffs. You know, once upon a time, the bowl games meant something, and now they don't mean anything. So you got a lot of players opting out of bowl games because they don't mean anything, and so that makes the bowl games for us less exciting. So maybe if we could figure out a way to make the bowl games mean something again. Oh, that's cool. They got this show called Hard Knocks on HBO, and this year is all about the Lions, and I haven't even watched it. And I hear the guys at the talk radio station just slam it like it's full of useless stuff. But that's all right. I got HBO Max. I might go watch it if I ever get some extra time. Yeah. So I think that brings us right about to the end of it. I have to. Well, I guess there's nothing I have to. I'm already home. Yeah, the cup is interesting, but there's a ton of stuff that we don't see in the in that. All we see is the preseason games, and we can make our own opinions. But I don't know. Without a notepad and a pen, I hear announcements that this person or that person got cut, and I don't know who they are. I never heard their name before, or if I did, I forgot. So, all right, Tim, you have a good one. We will catch you on the flip side too. But all right, guys, I am going to cut out of here. I'm gonna at least go. Been absolutely wonderful. Usually by now she's barking at me, and no, now she's looking at me because I'm talking about her. But you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We will catch you on the flip side. And like I said, if you order today, your stuff will go out tomorrow. We just didn't have power today, so sorry about that. And until next time, we'll see you.